Ah, oh man, that's a great way to start. That is a great way to start. Alright, alright, let's get this show on the road. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing well here today. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the festivities. Tonight we are doing more rounds in the 2-star, 6-star shard arena. Working towards that final cutoff there. Hoping to get as many 6-star shards as possible and get that done ASAP. I have been doing a little of this, little of that all day with as far as arenas go. Brilliant. As far as arenas go, been putting up some points in the 2-star arena, been putting up some points in the 4-star arena, been putting up some points in the 5-star arena, trying to get us some of those milestones, capitalize on that gold boost they got going on, which honestly I'd completely forgotten about until I was looking at it a little bit earlier. But that is what we are doing tonight. I'm just also getting through some of the AQ shenanigans right here, getting distracted and absolutely wrecked on a very straightforward fight, so that's always a fun way to start a stream. But that is as far as I'm getting right there. Before I get too far along, though, I do want to say a big howdy, big welcome to the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Biggest thing happening in-game is tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a new featured 6-star crystal, and I'm opening up 14 of them. I'm hoping to pull at least one featured 6-star out of there, which would be pretty cool. But that is going live about 10:15, because I figure most people are going live on the top of the hour. This way, you know, get to enjoy with more people that way. So that is the plan there. Hope you guys can join in. And you can join in, stay on top of it by ringing that notification bell, top of the page, bottom of the page, wherever it is for you. And going from there. From the top, though, big howdy to Marm. Always a pleasure, bud. Brian stopping in. How are ya? How are ya? Krish, what's good, bud? Always a pleasure. Greetings, YouTube. And Noah saying, hello, people. What is up? What is up? And with that, cool. All caught up. Wyatt saying hello. What's good, Wyatt? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Today has been going very well. Today's been going very well. It's been super busy, not gonna lie. It's super, super busy. Just making sure that everything's all good and ready and set for tomorrow, again, for the live stream. And then one of today's big news is that we've got Variant 6 starting up on Wednesday, which is pretty cool. Looking pretty spicy there. I really dig that it's villain themed, so there's gonna be a lot of champs that we're gonna have a lot of fun with. So that's good, that's fun, that's exciting. As well as a couple of champ buffs 2 months down the road in February. Kingpin's getting some love, Yellow Jacket's getting some love, Terrax is getting some love, and Mole Man as well. All champs that really need the attention. Not gonna lie though, I am kind of surprised that Yellow Jacket is getting some TLC before Ant-Man. Because personally, I think Ant-Man's a little much worse for wear than Yellow Jacket is, but you know, as long as they're both done at some point. Doink. Beautiful. Chris says, I'll be there for the CEO luck. Remember me, Mr. Amazing? Yeah, you called the Wolverine poll on the featured badge, I think, right? The legendary Half stopping in. What's good, Half? Welcome to the stream and the festivities. Hope your Monday is going well here, bud. Spider-Ham meh %? Yeah, because the focus right now is on that 6-star shard arena. I would like to get the 4-star featured Spider-Ham just to complete the whole family there. And, you know, whatever I wind up getting in the 5-star arena as well for milestones. But that's why I say meh %, because it's like, whatever it winds up being for the 5-star featured arena is just like, I'm okay with that. It's basically just capitalizing on the gold boost. Get some more battle chips, get some more gold. build up the coffers a little bit. Because if tomorrow is even halfway successful, like if I pull 1 featured out of 14 crystals, which is a really scary thought, but it's actually pretty plausible for that to happen. But even if I get 1, there's gonna be some rank ups coming too. So, yeah, I need gold. Cool. All right, and that is as far as I'm getting right there for right now. Had a big sigh. Apparently the adapter doesn't like that much. All right, so here we go. Back into the 2-star arena. And here we go. So what's new, guys? What's new? How's Monday been for you all? How's the week shaping up? Hope it's been well. Hope it's been well. So I posed to you guys for tonight's question. Over here on my left, are you excited for Variant 6 Villain Edition? You excited that there's a new variant? You excited for the rewards? Excited that villains are getting boosts? Or not at all? Let me know down in the comment section or the chat, depending on when and where you're watching. Give my 2 cents a little bit later on. So I think, as I remember from yesterday, with all the 2 stars that I've got, I think I was able to run like 40 rounds or something like that, start to finish. So I do anticipate that that's going to be the majority of the stream tonight, is just the 2-star arena, but, you know, I still got the some 6 stars to run through as well. Plenty of stuff. It's absolutely insane, the amount of things to do right now in-game. Spider-Ham is best against 511, immune to degen, and gain 1,000 attack. Yes, that is a big plus. There are a number of nodes, especially in later on story events, where it's not power to cower, but where you need to power sting the opponent in order to deal damage. So he is going to be insanely useful right there. What's good, Marm? Wyatt just noticed 14 featured 6-star stream is 3 hours before I get out of school. Well, it'll be there once you get out. How about that? It'll be there once you get out. It's gonna be nuts. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. It's the biggest featured opening I've done since the days of the old original 5-star featured crystals, right? Where it's a single character, you got a 10-15% chance to pull them. And it took about as long to save up 5-star shards back then as it does to save up 6s now. So, it's nervous. I have a 4-star Quake maxed out, high sig. Nice. There you go. You can just Quake and bake. Red Ring stopping in saying, hey Rob, just got a 2-star Human Torch. Nice. Enjoy playing around with that guy. He is the anti-mystic god right there. So, fun champ. Very fun champ. I'm not sure off the top of my head what his synergies are as a 2-star. If he winds up really maximizing on the Fantastic Four synergies or not, but either which way, still really good character. Hey Rob, which variant is the easiest? I think maybe the last one, variant 5. Except for the last chapter. The last chapter sucks. If you don't have a 1-star Hulk, It's not going to happen. Or 1-star Colossus, one or the other. If you don't have the right 1-star, you can't finish it. Not it's going to be hard to finish. Not you're going to be challenged to finish it. You cannot finish it. And that's absolute crock. The rest of it, though, the other 5 chapters are just so much fun. It's really fun, that sort of like countdown gate that they have. So like chapter 1, you can use everybody. Chapter 2, you can't use 6 stars. Chapter 3, you can't use 5 and 6 stars. Chapter 4, you can't use 4, 5, and 6 stars. So on and so forth. I thought that was really fun. And probably the most straightforward. If you have a Sentinel, I think it was a variant 3, the tech one, that's just absolute cake. If you got a Sentinel, then that's super easy. Hardest one, I think, it's pretty unanimous across the board, the first one. But now that the game is where it's at, and you're just starting in on variant 1, I'm not sure it would be as difficult anymore as it used to be. Just because there's a much greater, it's a lot easier to get characters now. It's a lot easier, which makes that a lot easier. Cataclysm's going live too. Yeah, nice. There's gonna be a lot of live streams popping up. That's again why I wanted to start up like quarter after the hour, anticipating most people are starting up at the top of the hour. So we'll see. Should be good. I wish Cataclysm best of luck as well. Now Seaton's got 11 or 12. Legacy's got a bunch. So many people are popping those open tomorrow. Have you found a good counter to Spider-Ham yet? Yeah, anybody who can reduce or prevent evasion, you're going to have a really good time. Elsa Bloodstone is an amazing option. Nick Fury is an amazing option. Venom, I think, is an amazing option. Iceman, also. The only thing with Spider-Ham, and especially it depends on what node Spider-Ham is going to be placed on, is just being mindful of the power thing. The evasion is easy enough to counter nowadays. You know, there's plenty of champs. Falcon with his buff and his lock on, he's a good counter. It's just the powers thing you got to pay attention to. We forgot that there's another champ released, Scarlet Witch. She has not been released yet. I'm anticipating she's probably going to be a January champ, but she is not confirmed, and she's certainly not out in game yet. So, like, if you go to your champion profile, like, she isn't even showing up as an obtainable character. So, maybe next month. Maybe next month. Alpha popping in saying hello, everybody. What up? Well, what up, back at you, bud. Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream and the festivities. What are you thinking about the new Variant 6 news? Variant 6 is coming out on Wednesday. Does Tenacity break evades? No. No, Tenacity shrugs off debuffs, but it doesn't prevent evasion or any other defensive abilities from triggering. Thought Hercules was January. Nah, Hercules is until July at the earliest. Ross popping in. How's it going, Ross? Always a pleasure, bud. Hope you're doing well here this fine evening. Got 516 down tonight on my way to Uncollected. Very cool. Hopefully I get it before Epic Shard event finishes. We prefer a chance at the 5 stars. Yeah, well, I mean, I think you've got like another 2 weeks, 3 weeks to do it. So there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Either that, Krish, or Tech, seeing as how he relies on the Falcon suit and his robot bird. But, I mean, Falcon's definitely one of those champions that had I think it was the 2017 flare going, where he was he wound up being a class that nobody thought he should be a part of. And there's a lot of that going around. Nigel popping in. Howdy, howdy. How many 6-star features you popping tomorrow? I am popping 14. 14. That's the goal. 13 for sure. Hopefully 14. The 14 is the discounted one in the Black ISO market. So if that does not reset, or if it doesn't switch over to the new featured, then it's going to be 13. Reason that ghost should be science because she doesn't really use the technology, more like genetically altered on a molecular level. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. And it's always interesting, too, because they always wibble wobble on how they define a character, right? It's like, hey, this character based on the comics or based on the movie is this. And then sometimes it's like, yeah, but the kit that we assign them is more like that, right? It's not overly consistent. What's a good way to beat Mojo? Most any science champ, really. If you have a Human Torch, you're going to be having a really good time. Thanks, Ross. Much appreciated. Me too. I mean, out of those 14, if I get one featured champion, that's a win. Which is a really low number. But I remember how these crystals go. I remember how they go. It's been a while, but I remember. Brawling pulling a spider ham. Very nice. What flavor, if you don't mind my asking? And that's out of the epic shards, possibly, right? Or did you get it out of the featured calves? Either way, big congrats, bud. Big congrats. Nigel's popping win tomorrow. Super nervous, but my basic pull has been painful the last 5. Well, I mean, the pool is fantastic right now, so now would be the time to do it, if you wanted to do it. Seen the rewards and nodes on Variant 6. Don't have lots of villain champs, but looks exciting to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It really penalizes you for not having villain characters. Like, you're going to have a really bad time if you don't have a villain champ. Just based on those nodes. Yesterday, Prof was hunting for Red Guardian, and I was so close to calling what he actually pulled. There you go. Get those bragging rights going. Krish thinking I'm gonna go for get 7 featureds. Oh, that'd be really nice. That'd be really nice. I would very much hope so. I would very, very much hope so. You guys are going to need to check out the overlay tomorrow. I kind of went crazy on the wish list. Usually what I wind up doing is like, these are the top 5 champions I want for my wish list. But then I'm like, nah, not this time. This one's a big razzle-dazzle. So there's a top 10. Top 10 champs I want for my wish list. So if I get any of those, let alone a couple of them, I'm going to be doing pretty good. Really hoping for Dragon Man, though. That's my #1 pick. Cheers. And I do suppose the small caveat to all that is that we are assuming that the featured crystal is not going to change from the one from Cyber Weekend. If it stays unchanged, then yes, it's absolutely nuts. But there's always that small chance that they wind up tweaking it for the wide release. Small chance. Hopefully not. But small chance. Jacob popping in saying, what's up, Rob? Well, what's up, Jacob? How's it going, bud? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well, bud. How is the week finding you this fine Monday Eve? Hey, Max popping in saying good luck tomorrow. Be watching from work. I wish I could do mine once they hit. Yeah, well, first off, well, thank you for the well wishes. I'm ridiculously nervous. I'm ridiculously nervous. I was saying a little bit ago that this is the most nervous I've been for a featured crystal opening since the OG 5-star crystals. You know, where it was like a single champ. You know, and you would have to save for like 4 months to get like 6 chances at a featured champ. It's basically that. It's basically that. I've been saving the 6-star shards for probably about as long, five months, something like that. So we'll see. I wish you the best of luck too when you get a chance to do your pulls, but we'll have to see. Hopefully they don't wind up throttling the initial drop rates just because everybody's gonna be popping them open at the same time. It'd be a real downer of a thing to do. What do you think is the best content to do after Uncollected? Going straight to Cavalier. Because it'll get you more resources. You could try to do Labyrinth after you get Uncollected. It would be obtainable at that point, but you'd probably have a better shot if you get Cavalier and the rank up resources too. They might be making a Clairvoyant movie or series. Well, now that's interesting. That's the first I've heard of that. I wouldn't be opposed. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they do it. Like if it's, you know, bringing Claire into modern day, or if they're keeping her like Silver Age, like a Vision Arcist too. Christian, you'll get at least 7 featured 6-stars out of the 14 you open. God, I hope so. I really do. I really, really hope so. Because all of the features are good. If you would have asked me before Act 7 came out if I had been excited for an iHulk, I'd have told you no. But now that there's gameplay showing how iHulk can cheese through a couple of paths in Act 7, I'm like, yeah, bring on that 6-star iHulk. Venom's gonna wreck yet another variant. Venom is like the variant GOAT. Yeah, seriously. Him and Quake and Doom, like those 3 are just gonna absolutely embarrass variant 6. So currently the plan is that I'm going to wind up, I need to see about moving some stuff around, but the plan is of streaming some variant 6 stuff on Wednesday when it drops. Which would be really fun, will be really cool. I may wind up trying to just cheese and spam my way through it, but because it is villain-based, it would be a lot of fun to bring in some of the less popular villains. Or even just see how far I can get with, you know, Mordo, say. Because that'd be a lot of fun. Especially, again, some of those nodes buffing villains. Like Rhino, I think, is going to be really useful in a number of places, too, just because of all the unstoppable and unblockable he gets. What do you guys think about the upcoming buffs of some champs this coming February? I think it's really good. I think it's really good. I am a little surprised, again, that Yellow Jacket is getting some attention before Ant-Man does. But all those champs really need it. All those champs really need it. It's nice that Mole Man and Terax are getting value changes because I think the core fundamental of their kit is there. It's just that they're kind of noodly. Kingpin getting a may as well be rework is brilliant. Brilliant. Give that dude all the synergies. And as well as Yellow Jacket too. It'll be interesting to see what he does, how it changes, especially changing the Quantum Trinity. Because right now he already factors into Ghost Wasp and Ant-Man, you know, yeah, possibly as a 4th wheel, right? But if he gets a little bit extra spice, especially in the synergy department, that could almost fundamentally improve or change the way that people play a Ghost team. So that would be fun. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, all that we got today is an announcement. They haven't announced like what the changes are going to be, what the values are going to be changed to, or any of that yet. So, you know, wait and see. Wait and see. Bribes stopping in. How's it going, Bribes? Does anyone know where I can duel a 6-star Black Panther Civil War? You should just be able to do that for a dual target, I'd imagine, right? Just type in the search bar Black Panther parentheses Civil War. It should pop up. Be a 6-star rank 3. Sig 200, I think. Num's popping in. Rob, will you get to 4 mil? Yes. Will I get to 4 mil on this stream? Probably not. But I will be getting all the milestones. D-Boss, what's good, bud? I have 42 6-stars, 3 featured, and or 1 featured, and 3 basic. Need mostly dupes. If you need dupes, then go basic. If you need new champs, go featured. Because again, like this featured pool right now is the best that it's ever been. And if you need the majority of the champions there, I'd say go for it. Especially again, since you've got so many, as many 6-stars as you do. Hey, what up, Matt Murdoch? Happy Monday, bud. Good to see you. What's new? And how was your weekend? This Daredevil buff is awesome. I think the reason why they did it is because the rights are back at Marvel. Possibly. Possibly. If you don't mind my asking, what about the buff do you enjoy the most? Because I agree with you. It's just that we have a very unpopular opinion, apparently. People seem to be very upset that DDHK is not damage mastery friendly, but I don't really care because he's still really fun and useful otherwise. Is Aegon a villain? No. I almost quit the game when I duped my 6-star Kingpin twice, but the upcoming buffs gave me a little hope. Yeah, seriously, I think most people have at least one flavor of Kingpin, whether it's a 5 or a 6-star. He seems to be a very common drop. Hopefully next Netflix Daredevil is in the next arena, and that way I can pick him up for 30 mil. Dude, he's not going 30 mil. If Daredevil Netflix is in the next arena, he's probably going like 25. Especially the way that the Spider-Ham arena has been going. Speaking of which, you know what I really hope for? Because I agree with you, I'm 99% sure that Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is going to be in the next arena. But I hope it's a selector. Kind of like how the Hulk arena was a selector, I hope this is a selector as well. You could either go for the classic Daredevil as a 5-star, or you could go for Netflix Daredevil. Which reminds me, I wanted to put out a tweet. Yo, Marvel Champions. So, say we get Daredevil HK in arenas. I should probably just put down my phone and type with 2 hands. That'd be a little bit faster. In arenas on Thursday. Any chance it could be a duel? A dual arena? Like the Hulk one. Please and thank you. And tweet. Alright, cool. Carry on. Just so I'm putting that out there in the universe. Because I would love that very much. I would go very, very hard for Classic Daredevil. Twice. And then throw 200 SIGs on him. Not a joke. I would do that. Bribes. Nothing shows up if you look up a Black Panther and Black Panther Civil War is too long. Interesting. Now you have piqued my curiosity. How'd that person get Black Panther Wakanda Forever squiggly one? That seems way too long. Because it should be here. Of course, or you can't like check the second page. Really? That's lame. That's lame. Yeah, you got me, bud. It's weird that they have that such a small character limit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I have a Cosmic Awakening gem, but no tier 5 CC Cosmic. Should I leave Ghost, Dupe, and Space Ghost behind? No, because it... Well, I suppose you could turn that argument on its head. It's up to you, bud. It's up to you. I mean, the odds of pulling either one of those champions is pretty small. Not impossible, but pretty small in the first place. And if you don't mind waiting a little bit, I mean, they're going to show up in the basic pool, and then the Nexus crystals anyway. May have a better odds of pulling them that way instead. That way you save yourself some shards too. Saved up 30,000 shards for today. Wish me luck, but first I need some of your luck. Well, there you go, dude. Try the shoe shine method. Open up some premium, some of those smaller crystals first, get the bad luck out of the way. It's always worked out pretty okay for me. I mean, obviously it's superstition and there's really no rhyme or reason to it, but that's an option. That is an option. Wouldn't it be nice if they just did away with the help button? Like if it just auto helped. You finish an arena, it just auto helps. Keep it simple. No craziness, no nonsense. You can still punch the help 4, help 10 button, right? Get your, what, pittance of loyalty that way. But at least that way you wouldn't have to go through and punch help me please for every single champion you wind up using for a massive arena grind. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Going for an Archangel dupe would be the best thing on Earth, but it's too risky, and this featured is not great. Need to be patient. Yeah. Do you have access to the Black ISO Market 6-star featured sale? Because if you want to, you know, thread the needle and have best of both worlds, they've got a 6-star featured for 13,000 6-star shards. Save yourself a couple that way. Pac-Man stopping in saying, "What it do, Rob?" What's good, Pac-Man? Happy Monday, bud. Good to see you. How's it going? First pull is a duped MODOK. Welp. Only gets better from there, right? Is Archangel coming to the basic? Because if he is, then forget featured. I am assuming so. I am assuming so. Same with the She-Hulk. I'm assuming so. Because I think all the new champs that show up in the 6-star crystal have found their way to the 6-star basic, as opposed to like Wolverine isn't getting added to the basic pool in a month when the next crystal starts up. He's just here for now, and then he's gone again. So I'm pretty sure. Broing, I don't really do friend request stuff in game. It's nothing personal against anybody, and I would add everybody if I could, but because there's a finite limit of people that can get added, I would rather just keep things simple and not. Because that way then I don't want to get to a point where you have to pick and choose, or you add somebody and then delete them later on because somebody else wants to add. It just gets messy. Second pull, a dupe on Mr. Fantastic. That's a good pull. That's a good pull. I love Mr. Fantastic. Cheers. I wouldn't mind waking mine up from the 6-star tomorrow as well. It just had to be Mr. Fantastic, though. I mean, they had Sue in the current one, right? And I would have loved an Invisible Woman. Or they could add Thing, which would have been a new champ for me, but waking up Mr. Fantastic would be fantastic. Time to win Faints. I got that vonShoe luck after all this time. Finally comes to my roster. Who? If you don't mind my asking. Mr. Fantastic or... if there was a third one. Didn't say. Wink. It's a 12% chance at a champ I care about in the featured, but the basic has less odds but more characters. I think basics are the best for Archangel. Yeah. Yeah. Dang, dude. There you go. It's the shoe shine method for the win. Big congrats, Tom, to win on that 5-star Doom. That is so good. That is so good. Good on you, bud. But yeah, you take that dude up. You take him up, you max him out. You throw as many SIGs on him as you can. He is your prestige, power control, damage dealing beast. And synergy monster too, I can't forget that. That dude does a lot of things. A lot of things. How much would it suck though if They gave Doctor Doom the Sentry treatment, you know? Like, hey, Sentry is like one of the most powerful characters in Marvel, but nah, in game he's gonna be a pillow hands. He'd be like Doctor Doom, pillow hands. I can have him go straight to rank 5 as soon as level up comes. There you go, a couple days time. Because we just finished one up this morning, I think, so probably in a couple days, but by the weekend, yeah, we'll be sitting pretty good. Any tips for Act 5? Play safe, play smart. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. If you wind up losing a champ early on, it's better to quit and restart than burn pots, because an energy refill is less units than a revive and health pots. Otherwise, I mean, again, it's just, you know, scouting the path ahead, checking out the fights you're going to have, the nodes, and then, you know, being smart about who you bring. It's always a good idea to have like one support character on the squad, so you have like 3 or 4 offensive champions, and then maybe 1 or 2 like synergy mules, basically, like having a guardian or a Heimdall on your squad. We're gonna put in a lot of work for you, but probably not see a lot of action themselves. Ouch. That always helps. I can get to 2 mil rating from 1.1 mil if I had enough ISO. Need it? Not a whale. Yup. That's the downside of it too. I mean, the best way to get ISO is to dupe champs, but the best way to dupe champs is not a free-to-play way, which is pretty crummy. Like, there's so many different choke points in-game for progression between gold to rank up champs, ISO to rank up champs. Like, 8 different kind of catalysts that you need to rank up champs. And any single one of those can completely throttle your progression. It's rough. Nigel's actually hoping for Elsa from tomorrow's featured. I hope you get her. I hope you get her. I mean, obviously, I don't need a new Elsa, but if I wind up pulling her, then that's just 20 more SIGs on a God tier rank 3 champ. Roberto El Zapato. I'll take that. Rob the shoe. I'm okay with that. It's a bit of creative liberty. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's up, PP? How's it going, bud? What's new? How's your day been? Don't mind me. I'm just mindlessly punching the same dudes in the face again and again and again with 2 stars. Cheers. Because you know what? That's where I'm at with my life. I still need to get good fighting against Daredevil. His Purify mechanic is all over the place. Who would you be the most excited for if they were to get a rework? I'd love an Agent Venom buff. I'd really like to see what they would do with Groot, to be honest. Like, it's a very safe choice because he's going to get buffed. They've said as much. Just not like a timetable for it. But he still has such a positive like cult following, and he's been in the game long enough where I'd be really interested to see what they do with him, you know? Especially with like modern meta, the new root mechanic. They could have a lot of fun with it. And then people would finally start ranking up their 5 and 6 star Groots, which is gonna be weird to see. Rob's probably using the CCP powers to rig the new 6-star featured with increased Elsa drop rates. You know what? That would be like the most like bro thing that I could do, to just like do everybody a solid. And it's like, yo, guys, I love Elsa. You're gonna love Elsa too, so. And that'll be Oprah. You get an Elsa, you get an Elsa, you get an Elsa. Everybody gets Elsas. It'll be good times. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got here? Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. I don't want to keep pressing help. Stop it. I don't appreciate this. It's too many helps. Just assume that I want help and just do it. Did you ever notice Spider-Ham's web on the loading screen is burnt? Is it? Sorry guys, I ruined the clock and the metric. So we're not going to see when the game crashes. It's been an hour 7, an hour 10, an hour 9, hour 2. I'll take your word on it, Brian. I will take your word on it. I have a cult pact with some friends that whoever dupes their 6-star Joe Fix-It first has to take in their rank 2. Man, that's just like a double punishment round right there. Serena has taken my soul. Only had 2.6 right now. Well, you're farther along than I am. You're like 1,000,000 points farther along than I am. That last stretch is the worst, though. It's 1,000 6-star shards for the last milestone, which is pretty nice. But at the same time, there is a big chunk between the second to last milestone and the last milestone. This is why Spider-Ham went so low. Which is really weird. Because I would rather take a brand new 5-star Spider-Ham than 5,000 6-star shards. Hashtag Joe Gang. There you go. Team Joe Fix-It. I would like to see a Joe Fix-It rework, though. To answer whoever's question that was a little bit ago, probably more so than Groot, I'd love to see a Joe Fix-It rework. Because with like Platinum Pool in the game now and him having like a much more interesting gambling mechanic, they could continue to elaborate on that with a Fix-It rework. Like if you combine Fix-It with like Venom the Duck, where you can like play blackjack basically with suits and try and like, you know, build your hand. That could be a lot of fun. Actually, that would be a lot of fun. Cheers. Honestly, more that I'm thinking about it, that's what they should do. It still fits with the character. It still has a gambling mechanic. And it doesn't require a whole depth of knowledge like Texas Hold'em. It's just blackjack, you know? What the buff would be, or the potency of the buff would be, I'm not quite sure, but we could workshop that. We could have some fun. I will take your word on it, Brian. I will definitely take your word on it. People says, haven't done much of this arena since summer. Much arena since summer to buy the last Doom FGMCs and didn't get them. Rip. I should have unlocked attrition masteries instead. Yeah. That's the kicker. Did I steal the legendary halves keyboard? Yeah, you know, we got a posse together and we found out where half hangs out and we swapped keyboards in the middle of the night. It was a very, very carefully crafted raid, and I am very happy to say it appears to be a success. See, the kicker for Joe Fixit would need to be that the buff would have to be something that would either need to be multifaceted, like it improves. Actually, no. What you could do is like you could segment it, right? So like 0 to 10 is like one thing, right? 11 to I don't know, make it interesting. 11 to 18 is something else. 18 to 20 is a third thing, and then if you get a 21, then you're just completely broken. And if you bust out, then, you know, maybe it's like the Iron Patriot Iron Break thing when he's at like 10% health. Like you get a power lock, you get like a couple debuffs on yourself, which actually would be really interesting because there's some nodes in the game where you can't do damage unless you have X amount of debuffs on yourself. So then that negative could actually wind up being a positive in certain situations. I'm on to something, guys. This could be fun. This could be fun. Slag stopping in. What's good, Slag? Happy Monday, bud. Saying, is anyone else burned out on Arena? What a month. Yep. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there, especially if they wind up doing the Daredevil Classic Arena on Thursday. Like it's a split, like it was with the Hulk Arena, where you could either pick Hulk, Red Hulk, Gladiator Hulk, or Joe Fixit. Like if they do like a Netflix Daredevil Classic combo, that's gonna be so rough. I'm gonna do it because I want that DD Classic, but my aching thumbs, I swear, I'm gonna need to ice my thumbs for weeks. Lefty stopping in saying, yo, what's good, Lefty? How's it going, bud? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the festivities. How in the heck are ya this fine Monday night, bud? Hey, Rob, I was surfing the internets. And surfing the internets and adamantium cuts vibranium? Yes. Yeah, because Black Panther can cut through, or at least cut into Cap's shield. They did that in the comics, they did that in the movie as well. Time to never want to do arena again. I feel you. I feel you. Until the next character comes out and they're absolutely game breaking, and then, well, then I'll make an exception. I still would rather just do arena, even though it's so monotonous, can be so monotonous and just drag on, but it still is the best way to get new characters, bar none. Like, if you want somebody, that is the way to do it. What did you think about earning a small amount of units for any perfect fight with 0 hits taken? It could scale with opponent PI. I think that could be really fun, but I don't think they're gonna do it because it would be too easy to do that. So you would have end game players who are really good at the game already, just farming huge amounts of units. Plus the bots would take over too. You could program a bot really easily to abuse that. I like the idea of it though. Like you wind up getting some gold or something. That could be interesting. Nah, you're good, Half. You're good. Don't worry about it. Boink. Boink. Red Hulk. Half. Red Hulk is a lot of fun to play. He's interesting, especially since his update. I mean, that's been a while. It's been a good while, but no, he's fun. He's fun. He's fun in his own right. I would almost say I prefer Red Hulk over Domino as far as like the Domino Trinity goes, just because he's a much more known quantity. He's more predictable. And a good bit more useful too. Sweet. Sweet. Good lord. Getting there. I mean, not really, but getting there. Bit by bit. Gotta get the ice bath going. I used to be such a heavy grinder in Arena, had all the 4 stars, and then couldn't get into the top 150 for 5 stars. Heck, not even a top 300. So I don't bother with it anymore. Just I can understand. I can understand. Blaze stopping in. What's good, Blaze? Happy Monday, bud. Good to see you. And B. Daniels popping in. How's it going, folks? How's it going? Hope the week is finding you guys well. Good to see you. You got it, B. Daniels. You got it. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, welp. My bad. But big congrats to you, too. Big congrats to you. For you guys who are catching up, we got pitted up against B. Daniels for the Incursion Prime tournament. Me and my buddy Iron Patriot, we put up 11 rooms, and we were feeling pretty good about it. I was pretty good with it. And then B. Daniels shows up and gets into, what was it, room 14. Absolutely rinsed the two of us, but big congrats to you. Wish you the best of luck here with round 2. And well played, bud. Looking forward to the rematch here coming up next tourney. Blaze saying to paid a Kabam employee $10 to tell me what's in my next 5 crystals, and it's not looking good. Basic is Man-Thing, and featured is Mr. Fantastic. I don't know, man. If you want to pull in both those champs, they're actually really good. They're not Space Ghost, but they're still really good. I love me Mr. Fantastic. Hey, People's Champ saying finally. The champ has come back to Rob VonShoe's stream. What's good, PC? Part of the Club Cataclysm raid. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday, everybody. It is featured 6-star Tuesday Eve right now. And I just want to say cheers to everybody. Terrence popping in, part of the Club Cataclysm raid as well as Walking Dead, Glasscore, and Cataclysm himself. How's it going, guys? How is it going? Boink. What a week. Starting off the Monday with Variant 6 news, starting off Monday with 4 champion updates. I mean, 2 months down the road, sure, but still, champion updates. Taz popping in as part of the Club Cataclysm raid. What's good, Taz? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Stop it, old man Logan. Stop it. Natural did 11 rooms with a rando with some guy from 4 Loki. Most fun incursions I've ever had. Hey, well, I'm glad that worked out. Usually if you wind up getting paired up with a rando, it does not go very well. Terrence was sent by a Russian commander, so I subbed. Well, cheers. Cheers for the sub. Glad to have you. Kudos to whoever the commander was. It's all good, B. Daniels. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Sorry for being so badass. Try and tone it down next time. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Because next time when we come back and just blow everybody out of the water, then it'll be much more rewarding that way. I think the thing with it though too is that you guys had are coming off of that 4 Loki tournament too, right? So you guys are already well versed with some pretty tough competition. But I was looking at the original seeding round, and who was it? It was Hector or somebody who got into what, zone 17 or something crazy like that. Good lord. That's just crazy. And that's without like units or revives or anything like that. That's nuts. Cataclysm says, doing great, man. How are you all? I'm doing very well, bud. I am excited for tomorrow. I am hoping to pull at least 1 featured character tomorrow. If I pull at least 1, then it's a win. No matter who it is, whether it's I-Hulk, Red Goblin, Professor X Awakening, or, you know, APOC Dragon Man, and Space Ghost. All of those things would be awesome. So we'll see. Otherwise, you know, pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. Find incursions to be very stressful. Haven't done it properly in a year now. It is. But for me, at least, the fact that there are so many different tournaments popping up now between, mostly the ones that like Swag is putting together. Ghost Dog now too, and MC Lounge for the Incursions Prime tourney. Like, the tournaments really have, like, breathed new life into that game mode for me, because otherwise I probably wouldn't pay it much mind. But tournaments have made it just so much more interesting, because it adds a whole new sense of community back into the mode, right? Like, Arena is a lot of fun for me now, just because I do Arena while, you know, I'm chatting with you guys, so that makes Arena just a heck of a lot more fun. And Incursions is much the same way. Like, it's nice running with, you know, your Incursions partner every few days, but having like a whole group of people, you know, duking it out for prime bracket spots, that's fun. That's just fun. Cataclysm says, Rob, what time is the opening? It is about 10:15, 10:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, so about 20 minutes after they go live. I anticipate there's going to be a glut of people opening them up right at the top of the hour, so I figure, you know, give it a little bit of padding. A little bit of padding. Supposed to run with A-Rob. He's with me on the 4 Loki tourney, but backed out last minute, so Wally was my partner for the Prime tourney. We never done Incursions together until yesterday's run. Well, I mean, it worked out really good. It worked out really good. Funny how that works out, though, too, because Iron Patriot was the exact same way with me. My partner had some personal issues popping up that were much more important than the game, and that's not sarcastic. He's doing good. He's doing well. We were talking the other day, but he wasn't going to be able to play, right? So Iron Patriot most fortuitously was down, jumped in, and I think we did pretty good. So it's nice. It's nice that it works out like that, right? Red Goblin's grown on me. I didn't like him at first, but now I really like playing him. Yeah, yeah. Red Goblins is interesting, and I would very much like to learn how to play him. If I wind up pulling him tomorrow, then I certainly will. But I don't have anything against him. But he was most certainly overshadowed by the other Cosmic Champion that released a couple weeks later, you know. Current Incursion pool is pretty decent. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about Incursions, though. I personally am not a fan of the rewards. I think the 6-star shards are too expensive. I think that there should be a 6-star Incursion crystal instead of just the 5-star one. And I think they should cut the pool down from 10 champs down to like 6 or 7 and remove the limit of crystals that you can get. Like, if it was sky's the limit, you can get however many you want. Yeah, I'd like that a little bit more, but the fact that you only get 2 chances at a single crystal in like 3 months' time is really antiquated and really stupid too. But if there's somebody you're going for, it, you know, having a 10% chance at them is about as good odds as you're going to get in this game. So, Billy says, it's like walking for a long time alone. Feels like it takes a long time, but when it's with something, that walk feels like a blink. It's poetic, bud. That is poetic. People says, you doing a live opening or doing a quick edit? I was actually on the fence about that. I'm leaning towards, I'm going to be doing a live opening. I'm going to be doing a live opening. But, just because I think it's a little bit more fun that way. But we'll see. If there winds up being some hiccup or some lag, then I'm going to record it and then post it. Either which way, I'm opening up soon, shortly after the hour. Basically, and this is such a tinfoil conspiracy theory, I'm surprised I'm even talking about it. But part of it is that I want to make sure that the champions that I want are actually dropping. Which, again, sounds like a really dumb conspiracy theory. However, I did live through when 5-star Punisher got added to the Uncollected arena crystals, and everybody was just dropping mad arena shards to try and get a 5-star Punisher, right, out of those new Uncollected arena crystals. And for the first 2 weeks, no one did. No one in my alliance, not, no one on YouTube. No, like literally, no one got him. He was not dropping. He was not in the pools. And of course, Kabama, after the fact, came out and said, yeah, I mean, it's, he's supposed to be a really difficult champ to get. But then as soon as they said that, then like literally within hours, a bunch of people started pulling him. So, again, tinfoil theory, conspiracy nonsense. I want to see the Dragon Mans dropping. I want to see the Ghost Riders dropping, and then go from there. Zone 13 minis, I had to take a domino prior to the mini, and she wrecked me. Ouch. I mean, once you get really deep into incursions, into some of those rooms, yeah, I mean, like, champs that you would not pay any mind to suddenly become absolutely, like, broken champs to fight against. Case in point, Ebony Maw. If there was an Ebony Maw in, like, zone 11 or 12, and you don't have someone to counter the degen, like, Quake, basically, you're hosed. You're hosed. He procs degen on you once and you're done. Doesn't even matter. You're done. I'm at 150,000 in this arena. I don't know if I'll hit the 4 mil for approximately 222 rounds or 666 fights. That's how I know Kabama's evil. Wouldn't it be something? If they're like, alright, so how do we incorporate this in game? So let's do it this way and then work backwards. That's how you know. It's like the old Beatles albums, you play them backwards for the hidden messages. Yeah, but Daniels, I'm the same way too. I wanted to get the classic Daredevil out of, or no, the classic Scarlet Witch out of the last crystal, but 10% chance is still absolutely trash drop rate for the amount of work you got to put into getting 27,000 artifacts. So I'm probably just going straight 6-star shards. To echo what you said, 6 stars are the meta, so we need 6-star encouraging crystals and no limits on the 5 stars. Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody asked about that. I don't remember if it was on the CCP server. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a forum post, but they were saying that to do that would like break the game economy, right? That they would make 6 stars too easily obtainable. So you know how I feel about that. Yeah, Rolling Stones too. Legacy has 235,000 shards for tomorrow to open. Yeah, dude. People have been hoarding these shards for months. Months and months and months. It's really cool to see, but it's also pretty nuts at the same time, And, calling it now, there's going to be the inevitable forum post tomorrow with people, like, popping open 10 and getting, like, Punisher 99, like, 5 times. And then maybe if they're lucky, iHulk. A couple of cables for good measure. You know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. And then inversely, there's going to be the same clown that gets, like, Cosmic Ghost Rider 4 times too. It's gonna happen. But I mean, I guess that's just Stupid dumb luck. I did all of the shards and extra catalyst arenas along with the rest of them. So many arenas. Yep. So here's a fun thought experiment, right? Or a thought exercise. So for each of these arenas, right? Just say the 6-star shard arena. It's 222, just to keep it simple. 222 wins, right? Which is 666 fights. Imagine how many times your poor finger has to tap the screen per fight, right? Just assuming that each fight is like, keeping it simple again, 50 hits, right? So that's at minimum 50 times tapping on the screen. We're gonna ignore like, you know, swiping for dexing, right? Or tapping for parries. So just say like 50 hits total per fight times the 666 fights to get there. Like how many thousands of times your poor fingers are just smashing up against like the glass of your device so we can get half of a 6-star crystal. On second thought, let's not do that experiment. That doesn't sound like that's a lot of fun. For everyone struggling to get 6-star shards in Arena, there are 5,000 shards in Variant that comes out this week. Have some actual fun earning the shards. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that you could get double the shards. You could get a full 6-star this way by doing both the Variant and the Arena right here. That's the point. It's the difference between you getting a regular 6-star crystal and a Space Ghost crystal. That's the point. Plus, besides, people have so much like fear of missing out FOMO that they're like, if I don't do this, I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind. I mean, which is partially true, but still. I'm holding off on my multiple mutant rank ups, hoping for a rank up gem from new variant. I'm the same way. Between a 4 to 5 mutant gem, and then especially the 3 to 4 2014, 15, 16, 17 generics as well. All that stuff's going to be helpful. I'm assuming it's still 17, right? They didn't up it to 18 yet. And after this month is over, I never want to see Howard the Duck again. I will re-roll arena battles to avoid him. No more Howard. No more. But the quacking, though. He's got so much to say. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there a quack. Everywhere a quack quack. Howard McDucky had a bot. E-I-E-I-O. There we go. Time for Howard the Accountant. Yes. It's the exact same character model, though. It's just that they reskin Howard to have like a suit and tie, and then they reskin the mech to have a suit and tie as well. So we go to Walgreens, see if they've got anything for Thunderquack damage. Yeah, but which section would that be? Would that be under like pets and animal care? Would that be under hardware for like crazy glue? Or would that be under like pest control with a bug spray and whatnot? Or all three? Because it's Walgreens and stuff is probably misplaced in the first place. I'm joking. Walgreens is actually probably the best of the lot. Usually. Boink. Come on, dude. Ross says, I've only had 4 and 5-star shard arena, been playing 4 months and got 675 6-star shards in that time. It is progression based, I think. I think it is progression based. What's Ultron's domain in incursions? That's just the name of it. That's just the flavor of the month. So every 5 rooms, you fight a bunch of Ultron drones and Ultrons. Gives you double the nodes, double the heals, double the nodes, all that stuff. That's your recharge. And I'm sure in another couple months' time they're going to rebrand it to something else, but it's just the name. It's just the name. Oh, there you go. Yeah, exactly what Cataclysm said. Howard, fix it. See, that's how you know science has gone too far. That's when we know enough is enough. If you're suffering from thunderquack, most doctors recommend taking Sudafed. Sudafed, over-the-counter, 150 milligrams of pure anti-quack, hospitable goodness, just like Mom used to make. Don't let thunderquack happen to you. I've taken Venom to rank 3. Do you think it's a good choice? Yep, I do. Venom's one of the best cosmic champs in the game. So, yes. Even unawakened. Good pick. But crazy damage? Yeah, plus he's very situationally useful too for like anti-evasion and anti-Spider-Man champs. Pretty decent synergies too for other symbiote characters. Carnage supposedly has the highest DPS out of everybody. More so than White Widow. Again, supposedly. Which I think is interesting. There's 10 milestones in this, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. Yep. Hey guys, I'm over the halfway point. Yay! Yay! Oh, God. But this is the one I'm actually the most interested in. There's still supposed to be a Cavalier challenge this month too, right? Like there isn't a 4-star Cavalier challenge, but they said that it was still going to be coming this month. But they haven't announced what that is yet, right? It's very strange that they haven't. Kind of makes me wonder what it would be. Again, especially since they would be so late in announcing it in the month. Unless the Cavalier challenge is somehow tied with the like holiday Christmas gift. Which would be silly. Special me, please. Special me, please. 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 Thank you. Beautiful. Rob, did you say you were going to do variant 6 as soon as it comes out, or wait? I'm going to be starting it live on Wednesday. I'm probably not going to be starting it up right at 10 o'clock when it drops, but probably about the regular time for live streams, so right about now. But yeah, I'll be starting that up on Wednesday. I want to get variant 6 done before I do Legends run for Act 7. You know, if I was a smart man, I would have paid closer attention to what the node is. Because honest to goodness, guys, I could not tell you what the special node is. I think it has something to do with Fury. Like standing close to Cap Marvel here, procs of Fury that I'm subsequently nullifying. I think. There we go. I really should pay attention. You would think at this point I would have learned my lesson. But I haven't. It's been working out pretty okay though. Nothing Kabam does is ever silly. Everything is well thought out. Everything is planned. It's all part of the design. Alright, so there is that energy burnt. I can claim that. I can claim that. Almost gonna claim that. I'm not claiming revives right now. I'm letting those sit. That way they don't expire as quickly. Ross saying Wasp is pretty strong. Yes, Wasp is amazingly strong. Love Wasp. Love that she also has got that combo counter too, so the more hits that she's got, the more damage her special attack does. Very nice to have. Her special 3, I mean. Very nice to have. That giant bubblegum pack really does pack a wallop. Why they chose to use like a bubblegum pack as opposed to like something you would assume would be more destructive? Not sure. But maybe they're just trying to be silly. That's my guess, at least. Wink. Wouldn't mind if they gave Venom Pool a little bit extra love, too. You know? Dude needs it. Like, I like the idea that he regens each time he steals a buff for the special one, but dude definitely needs a little bit of something extra. A little extra something on the side, you know? Like, more regen. Make it more Deadpool-esque as opposed to just like another Venom knockoff. My 2 cents, though. Do that, do that, do that, do that. So I still got like a good 10 rounds here left, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I've been streaming for an hour and a half, and I'm just barely getting through my 2 stars. That's pretty cool. Yeah, is anyone a little surprised at the 4 champs being buffed next? Yeah, it's nice. You know what I think it is? I think they wanted 2 things. I think they wanted to buff a bunch of champs that people keep complaining about, but at the same time buff champs that would be easy enough to take care of, right? Like, they committed to 4 minor tweaks a month going forward here. 2 moderate, or 2 like reworks at the least. So I think that at the same time it was also kind of proving to them that they can do it. And then maybe for March we wind up getting like two heavy reworks, like Groot and King Groot or something like that. Hopefully, or Iron Patriot and anybody else. Hey guys, outdoors, big bulbs or small bulbs? Color, clear, white? Oh, that's easy. Big colored bulbs. Big colored bulbs. You want white bulbs? We got streetlights for that. You want white bulbs? Look in the sky. You get stars or white bulbs. You want something that screams Christmas, something that screams holidays? Big freaking color bulbs there. Or just big colored lights. Let you guys argue semantics between either bulbs or LEDs, but make it big, make it colorful, make it bright. It's the holidays, especially this year, right? I think Yellow Jacket will get that same power sting synergy that Mr. Fantastic has or something similar. Either that or a much easier way to apply power stings. Now that Spider-Ham is in game and he can just like absolutely melt people with the amount of power stings he can apply. I would hope. I would hope. Boink. And Dex. Wouldn't mind if War Machine got some attention too. Like he actually gets a little bit something more than just a ridiculously impossible special one to evade. Because really that's the only thing War Machine has going for him. He's got an annoying special one. Otherwise it's just like, eh? Like if he could somehow get his Sig ability, where you get all those different Fury buffs and all those different armor ups available like earlier in the fight somehow, that could be interesting. He'd be extremely susceptible still to like Mystic Champs and Mystic Dispersion and Nullify and whatnot, but at least he'd be doing a chunkier amount of damage from the get-go instead of like right before he gets KO'd. I outline my porch in white and turn my garage into a present, usually. This year I really dropped the ball. In fact, I didn't even pick the ball up. It's 2020. 2020 means we don't need to apologize. In this instance. I think I can think of many, many, many other instances that... Actually, I walked that one back. I walked that one back. Always apologize. Don't be that guy. Or girl, you know. Previously, I covered my house and bushes in colored bulbs. There you go. That was my thing. I think it's interesting too, like every year seeing like whatever this year's new gimmick is, whether it's a projector, whether it's like those dripping, melting LED icicle lights, whether it's a bush net or whatever, you know. Every year has something new. Have your lawn just like completely overrun with like inflatable reindeers or Santas or something. Every year something different. Cheers. And be least, I think. Getting there. 3 more squads after this. And then they're all on cooldown. At least for the ones I feel comfortable with. What a run, though. What a slog. And now the 2 stars are down, so now we can start in on the actual arenas. Or go to sleep. One or the other. I've got mixed feelings about the projectors. Yeah, like when it's done well, it's really cool. The thing is, I think most people just get lazy. Not get lazy, but are lazy with it. It's like, I don't need to decorate my house, I'll just shine a projector on the front, and there we go. Good enough. It's like, no. Projector shouldn't be the main focus, it should be an accent. You can just like sneak it in someplace to have it there, be a part of the experience, but not like the experience. Cool. Otherwise, pretty dull. I'm glad you can vicariously enjoy MCoC through Rob while I finish making Christmas presents. Well, there you go. I am happy to help. Happy to help. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Just having some fun. Punching dudes in the face. Mistiming thing in his rock stacks. You know. The huge. Get off me, dude. There we go. There's that. Can we just get Iron Patriot's buff already? Please. Just, you know, so he's better. Something. Please. Because I'm almost at a point where it's just like, you know what? Let's just take away all the 2014 animations. Just take them all away. Everybody has something new. You get a new special one, and you get a new special one, and you get a new special one. Mix it up. I like it. When a house puts the sweets inside their windows and projects Christmas movies or images on it. Yeah. Yeah. Or they do like custom projections where they like record themselves interacting with the house or their display or something. So then the projector projects the homeowner. That's interesting. Can be pretty dumb and it's got to be really precise, but I mean, you got to watch out for like the DMCA warnings and whatnot too. But usually if it's just like a small production, you're going to be fine. But if it's part of like a larger community-driven decorating experience, yeah, I might wind up having a problem. Just because those guys, excuse me, those guys can be absolutely mental. And that's never fun. Pew pew. Almost at 2-2. Not gonna hit 2-2 this stream because there's only 3 teams left, but almost at 2-2. And then after that, then there's 2 milestones to go for was it 1,500 shards? You know what's really freaky? This game requires you to spend so much time grinding out for 6-star shards, but then like the early access bundles show up where it's like, yeah, you get like 5 Cavalier crystals, and then for free, we're gonna throw in an extra 1,000 6-star shards, and revives too, and a boost. It's like, how much do they think our time is worth? Shower thoughts, guys. Shower thoughts. I like to project MCoC gameplay on my garage. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's a little bit better than Mortal Kombat. Might scare away the kiddos. Even if you put Raiden in a Santa hat. No, you get Shang Tsung with a Santa hat. That could be funny. That could be funny. But then the question would be, would the blade be outside around the brim of the Santa hat? Or it'd be like underneath it, so it'd be like a witch's hat. So you'd have like the blade and then the Santa cap on top of that. Goro could pull a sleigh. There you go. Who needs reindeer? You get a Goro and a Shiva both. 8 arms are better than 4. Who is the it's not a Minotaur, the Centaur character, because they got one of, I forget who that was, but there's a Centaur in Mortal Kombat. That's the reindeer. I bet they made a fortune in energy purchases this month. Oh, absolutely. I mean, just energy purchases in game, yes. But then also they had that what $5 energy refill bundle last week, right? Probably made a pretty decent chunk of change on that as well. Because it was another one of those things. It's like, hey, you get the energy refills, plus you get gold. So you get the bonus stuff on top of the normal cost. All the ninjas could have elf ears. That would be funny. Cheers. And you could have a tipsy schnockered Johnny Cage as Rudolph. The big old bright red nose. I think we're onto something, guys. I think we're onto something. Do I want to do this right now? Not really. Motaro, that's what it is. Yes, thank you. Alright, so that is plenty for the 2-star arena right now. Should probably keep running 6 stars here. Hey, Reaper popping in saying, what up, Shoe? What's good, Reaper? Happy Monday, bud. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream and the festivities. Finally got through tonight's round of 2 stars. Barely halfway through though, so that kind of is a downer, but making progress all the same. Making progress. Hope you're doing well as well. Time Twin says so many arenas. Yes. Yep. I completely ignored the Sunday arena, but in its place, wound up doing a round of the 2 stars and the 4-star basic arena as well, just because catalysts. But for the 5-star featured arena here, I'm only running my 6 stars. For the 4-star arena, I'm only running my 4s and 5s. Cutoff was like super low. It was like 5 million points or something like that. It's like half what it usually goes for. I was very surprised at that. Teach your kid to do arena for you. There you go. It's fun, buddy. It's fun. See how much fun you're having? Dad, it's monotonous. Oh, my child, you're too young to know what that means. Oh. Boink. Cool, cool. Actually, I should probably look that up. See if like Trucos has somebody. Has a better defined cutoff of what the 4-star featured went for. Because the 4-star featured is the one that I'm actually interested in. Just because I'd be really curious to try and get the whole Spider-Ham family from the 2-star to the 6-star. It'd be nice, but I mean, I already got the 5 and the 6, so I'm not gonna need it. Quiet, son. You need to build up your thumb strength. Yeah. Get like those mad like veins on veins, but in your thumbs. Half saying, hey Rob, how many points will this fight give you? For the 6 stars, you mean? 180,000, something like that. Give or take. Daddy Kong says, Rob, I love the big words you always use. Well, you know, I'm trying to just like artificially make myself sound smarter. So I've got the Thesaurus app right in front of me, and I'm just like scrolling through to see where I can like interject a bunch of random nonsense. Like, well, actually. But how's it going, Daddy Kong? How you doing? Time Twin, I don't understand Sentinel Special 3. What exactly is going on that he breaks apart, and why does he break up? Makes no sense. I think it's a new Sentinel that he's being replaced by. And that's the thing, you're fighting like the army of Sentinels as opposed to like a single bot. Like why they don't come back with more health that way, I don't know. Saw a vid who earned 450,000 points in the punishing arena. That's a bit. In a single fight. Oh, there you go. I believe it. If you got 6-star rank 3s that are maxed out and solid prestige options with full damage masteries and fully boosted, yeah, you could probably do that. I do know that the amount of points that a really like a boosted maxed out 6-star, I mean, that just is some crazy points you can get. Especially, you know, then you can keep on getting them too, because a refresh is still fairly cheap, all things considered. Maybe the Sentinel is just like a Hulkbuster from Age of Ultron, where he's just like constantly spamming in new parts. And it's like, oh, well, you know, ejecto go-go gadget arm, and just like call in the backup arm your constantly rebuilt Gundam or something. I'm surprised there isn't like a Gundam version of MCoC. Because you could have a lot of fun with that. Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to be a giant freaking robot flying through space with a laser scythe slicing through drones? Or other Gundams, because, I mean, if it's like a game like this, you're going to be pitted up against a bunch of Gundams, too. What an interesting word, though. Gundam. Like, why? Like, do they just invent that because it just sounds good and it flows together, or it's like phonetically break down into something? I'm not sure. Alright guys, we got time for a few more here. Just a few more. A couple more. Let's do that. And, while the game is figuring itself out, I was going to be popping over, see if anybody else is streaming. See about getting a raid going. Boink. Excuse me. Do that, do that, do this. Do that, do that, do that, do this. Boink. Hey, Cap's streaming. Alright. Come on, Hood. Let's wrap this thing up. We got places to go. We got people to see. We got things to do. And you are just standing in the way. So I do anticipate, though, if I am able to keep up to 6 stars, I should be able to get at least 6 to 10%. Which is nice. If. Big if, though. Big ol' stinking if. If I keep going with the 6 stars, I could do that. Or, I could sleep. One or the other. Boink, boink, boink. Stop evading. See if we get Spider Miles some love too with the rework. A rework and a reskin too. I'd really like to see the Spider-Verse version of him. Alright. Alrighty, guys. Oh boy. Last one. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. And lasers. Beautiful. Alrighty, guys. That is gonna wrap things up. And let's call it a day. But that is going to do me for today, everybody. I got the link there in the description. Let's go right to Captain Bay. He is a friend of the channel. And haven't had a chance to stop in and say howdy for a while. But I do want to thank you guys for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure the last couple hours, just getting to chill and hang out and gab a spell. I've said it before, and I will keep on saying it, that getting to chat with you guys is always the highlight of doing the streams here, so cheers. Kudos to you guys. I'm going to be going live a little bit after 10 o'clock tomorrow morning once the new featured 6-star crystals drop. I'm going to be opening up 14 of those, so fingers crossed. So stay tuned for that. Got more live streams coming up as I keep going through some of the arenas too. So be sure to hit that notification bell, stay on top of all that stuff as it drops. But until next time, everybody, take care, talk soon, stay safe, and be well all. Bye for now.